I hope you guys are holding on to your socks because this battle is gonna knock them off. Welcome back, guys, to Rise or Dawnless Days, as it is called, the Lord of the Rings mod for Total War Attila. So today we've got a little reclaiming of Moria scenario. This is hilarious too. If you go into Moria here, look at this little dead. It's so sad. There's little dead skeleton dwarves here. Oh no. This isn't a mine. It's a tomb. No, but this is a fun little Ballin reclaiming of Moria scenario. It's a 3 versus 3. I actually played this live on my channel. So if you guys want to take part in battles in the future, be sure to check out my live streams, usually on Friday around 4 p.m. US Eastern time. So this one's going to be tough because look at the balance of power. It's in favor of the orcs. Now, the balance of power isn't perfect. It's mostly counting numbers, and it's not really counting like the unit's skill per se. I mean, I think it does a little bit, but still, nonetheless, this is not a promising sign. There's nearly 8,000 troops, and we have like 6,300. So fairly, you know, they still have more troops, but fairly even. But that's never really good to be outnumbered when you're on attack. So that's, you know, one thing to take note of. It's going to be a tough battle, and I promise you guys, the ending of this one is amazing. So we're going to charge in. I'm taking my time. Me and my allies, we're pushing up archers. We're pushing up infantry. I got my swordsmen ready to go. I was just kind of waiting for them to kind of all get settled here. So the rules for this one was max 4 archers, 1 artillery, and I think max 2 pikes. Everything else is fair game. So I told them though, the other issue here is like, hey, put a light defense here, because if you went heavy with the defense right here, it wouldn't be that entertaining, right? This Moria map. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. The lighting is great. But the other issue with it is that it's not multiplayer friendly. Because you can hold this choke point like no big deal. So I think if you're going to play this with like friends in the future, you got to have some kind of rule that's like, hey, hold this initial part with a very light defense, then hold like hardcore you know, at these entry points here. Kind of let this space kind of be open to the attackers. You know, it just makes it a bit more interesting. Anyways, here comes the first clash of infantry. So we have some Goblin Blade Warriors. They're good at melee defense and attack, and they have average armor. And they're taking on my Dwarven Warriors, which are excellent melee defense, average missile block chance, and they have poor armor. So this is going to be a pretty tough matchup for them, but I think they're going to do okay. Now, all that big banging going on is the artillery in the back here. So we got an onager that's opening fire. I was actually kind of surprised he was shooting this thing. He was letting loose. Because 1, he's killing a ton of his own troops, and 2, there's a bunch of walls here that are blocking the shots. So most of the rocks are missing. I mean, if he did land a good hit here, it could be devastating, but the chances are pretty low. Pretty low. So yeah, the fight continues here with the Goblin Blade Warriors. Pretty good. And there's not much we can really do at this point, other than just keep funneling in troops and whatnot. We got some axe throwers coming up. So my teammates are now throwing in some units. What do we got here? Some spears. This is the Erebor Spear Guard. They're good melee defense, good armor, poor missile block chance, similar to the Dwarven Warriors. But so far, so good. I was pretty happy. Oh, he's still shooting the artillery. He's still shooting the artillery. I was pretty happy about that, honestly. I was like, keep it coming. Keep the artillery coming. Because this is perfect. You're doing wonders for us right now. But you can see as time goes on, the goblins are starting to thin here. And the Dwarven infantry seems almost unstoppable. No, they're definitely stoppable, but Remember, they're just putting a light defense, trying to hold us in place. Well, look at this. Artillery is just wasting shots on the walls. Again, I just feel great about it. You know, I'm just like, yeah, this is perfect. Thank you. Keep using that ammo. Because if he, you know, oh, nice. If he waited until we stormed in here and, you know, filled in this little square area, then shot the artillery, it'd be way more devastating. There we go. More shots kind of wasted there. It looks cool as hell, though. I'll give him that. I will certainly give him that. Oh, get it. So this unit is down to 80 men. Now they're sending in some trolls. Look at these sexy guys. Oh, man. But the artillery coming, nearly killing one of his own trolls over there. Reclaiming Moria. Moria. Nice. Now we got archers opening fire. Looks like they're going for potentially the dwarven archers. The arrows should be able to get through. I don't know. Some of these walls you can't. Like, you can shoot over these walls, which, you know, it's just how it is. But, yeah, the archer play can be a little funky in Moria just because there's no ceiling, right? And the reason for that is so you can like zoom around, right? Like you don't want it to be constantly like this, you know, like up, down, up, down, up, down. Look, where are we now? I don't know. You know, it's a big headache. So they just got rid of the ceiling, which is way better for, you know, when you're playing the game. You know, you can actually see what's going on without having to battle the camera. The dwarves are continuing to fight. Now we got infantry pouring in, some swordsmen. They're starting to let loose some arrows. And finally, guys, we have broken through that initial defense, and this is where things get freaky. So let's go ahead and turn on the HUD here, and you can see how this defense is laid out. The artillery's still opening fire. They're definitely going to get better shots here now that we have all this infantry. And we do have a center force that's kind of holding. The dwarves are charging in, dwarven warriors. They're going to get them here. Nice little counter charge by the goblins there a little bit. Actually, it looks like they're trying to get out of there. The Snaga Javi's not going to hold up too well. What are these guys? These are the heavy archers. They're getting out of there too. That's the good thing, is that they can move pretty quick and get away from the dwarves pretty quickly. You know, the dwarves are not the fastest. No matter what Gimli says about being natural sprinters, you know what I mean? But yeah, they're going to... so we actually kind of like... We didn't even communicate this, but I think pretty much every commander of their own army decided to attack a certain position. So I decided to go for this side, so I'm going to go ahead and send in my dwarven warriors. This is the same one that initiated the fight. You can see they're pretty depleted after so much fighting, but they didn't want to give... They're fighting for their homes. They didn't want to give up. They want to keep going. And I'm setting up my next warriors here, getting them in position. There we go. Finally. I'm like, come on, send them in, Apollo. You dummy. All right, here comes another infantry charge. And we're taking on Goblin Blade Warriors. So that's pretty much my weakest part of my army, this Dwarven Warriors contingent of the army. It's not exactly, yeah, they're not bad by any means, but they're not my strongest of my army. So I got more infantry coming up because I knew I was going to need them. So I think this is my last Dwarven Warriors unit. So I charged them forward. I'm really just getting them in position, just clearing the way. We've got some units back here waiting in reserve. And now we can start really funneling in the troops into Moria now that we cleared a path and we can get this show on the road. Nice. Yes, I moved up my fire arrows. I told them to shoot fire arrows because it just looks cool. It'll light up Moria. So this is my Dwarven ranged travelers. And now they're changing targets and they're going for this archer unit back here. Again, a lot of times when I play this mod, I just like doing stuff based on the cool factor. So not everything I do is like strategically sound, but it's fun. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do something stupid. Oh yeah, look at that. How cool is that? That's so cool. You know, I'm never gonna do something stupid, but at the same time, I'm not gonna do like every, you know, maximize potential kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna do stuff that makes sense, but within a cool factor. Oh yeah. See, now I'm focusing down the trolls. You know, that makes sense, right? But it's also cool looking because there's fire arrows. And the trolls just run through my infantry and go straight for the dwarven crossbows. What a tragic sight. What a tragic sight. All right, here we go. I'm going to send infantry support back over on this side. Got my dwarven warriors. This is my last unit of dwarven warriors. Nice. My archers continue to open fire on the mountain trolls. They've got a troll, a cave troll. They've got a lot of them, guys. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. And they're angry. And look, he charged straight into my archers. I'm like, dang it. I gotta get out of here. All right, pull back and look at this. Infantry arrives, but these are some elite corps. We got the Erebor Axe Warriors. We have Erebor Axe Guard. These are my units, actually. And I just figured, you know, the Axe Guard might be pretty good at bringing down these leatherly skinned trolls. Get them out of here. Lush them out. So it's at this stage of the battle. I'm also sending one unit over this way as well. Erebor Axe Guard. Trying to really put some pressure on this defense. It looks like the orcs are getting close to being destroyed. But there's a lot in the rear ready to support them. A lot of skirmishers. We got another troll over there. Yes, fire. Yes. Burn them. So these trolls still going at it, guys. 8 out of 8. We've yet to kill a single troll. But we got the best guys on it. We got some Iron Guard. We got the Axemen just hacking away at their feet and legs. But the other troll unit has decided to charge in as well. Look at this. You bastards. Clean them up. Then I'm sending another unit of infantry in here. So this is another unit of Erebor Axe Guards. I brought a lot of them. And we have the Mansion Reclaimers, which is a really good heavy infantry. They've got excellent melee defense, excellent armor, and excellent melee attack. They're just awesome. They're really trying to kill these trolls as quickly as possible. Back this way. Have we killed any trolls yet? Yes, we've killed 2. We need to keep firing. I think I told my archers to go back to standard shot and to open fire. I went back to standard shot to really to increase the speed, the rate of fire. Back this way, lots of braking. This is a troubling sight if you're rooting for the dwarves. Lots of braking going on here. Lots and lots of braking. We do break some goblins, but man, they are being ruthless with these heavy goblin archers. Absolutely ruthless. And now they're opening fire on my men, and there's a big stream of breaking dwarves. That is it's a tough sight to see. Now the trolls are finally starting to fall. I think my archers or somebody shooting at them, which is honestly the best plan of attack against these trolls, is just to shoot them with projectiles. Yeah, there we go. Yep. See all those arrows go into them. Boom. I love how he's just like, I'm dead. It just falls over. You got me. All right, so now we can go back and focus on these trolls, which have started to fall. They've lost 2 as well. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. The trolls are gonna be a problem. But I got elite infantry on the job right now. So they should fall. I think we're gonna send up some archers as well. I think this archer unit's gonna start. That's the key, guys. Just focus these trolls with crossbows, javies, archers, whatever you got. Throw rocks at them. Just do whatever you can, because fighting them up close is absolutely brutal, and it takes a long time. This one's body's sliding around. Oh, this guy's going down. Yeah. All right, they're down to 4. The more that die, the faster, the more amount of damage we can do on each one. There we go. And I'm pretty much like, I feel like I'm sending my entire army at this troll force, but it was nice to get rid of 2 groups of trolls so early on. Yeah, they're breaking, so we're good. So we kind of broke through the next line of defense for these goblins. I got my archers opening fire as well once again, and they're kind of firing at the goblin spear warriors. They have such a good defensive position. I'm trying to kill them from afar, but I'm not gonna just sit back and shoot at them the whole time. I am going to move up some infantry and take them on head on, but I'm just trying to reorganize here a little bit after the chaos of that battle. I've got my artillery now in position. Let's go if is there any. Yeah, so okay, this is like the last of my army. I got 2 units of crossbows, and then I have my pike unit. So I've got tomb wardens, which is like a halberd, and then I've got the, oh no, I'm sorry, it's gonna, well, they're both kind of like halberds, but we got Erebor halberds as well. We also have Ballin as well. There he is. Look at him. Ballin himself. He's got that like Amish beard going where he shaves the mustache. Very cool. He's like, he's kind of walking with some swagger too. He's just like, yeah, I'm here to reclaim Moria, biatch. All right, there we go. Artillery's in place, opening fire, going after the archers in the back here because they have been a pretty big headache for us. So yeah, that sucks. Trying to deal with those archers. Now the infantry have pushed up and I'm attacking the goblin forces at all sides with my mostly axemen, but we do have some swordsmen in the mix as well. And this goblin force being so ferocious and nasty. Excellent accuracy with the fire arrows from my my archers. Most of these shots are landing on enemies rather than friendlies, even though they're like super close fighting each other. Very nice. I got some spears coming up, some spear guard. I thought, hey, you know what? Let's get some pointy, you know, long spear units of our own up there to kind of help out against his spears. Let's head back over this way. The fight still continuing on. And a huge wave of fresh dwarves are in the thick of it. Ooh, taking on some Mordor Uruks. Mordor Uruks. Come on, we fight for our ancestors. My ancestors are smiling down on me, Goblin. Can you say the same for yours? I love that. I love that. That's like the best quote from that entire game. My ancestors are smiling down on. It's like whenever you do something ridiculous, you know, and you're being judged for it, you just tell them that. My ancestors are smiling down on me. Oh man, there's nothing that like gets you more romantic than you know, like romantic in the not in the like relationship sense, but like for life. Then every action you do, you think, am I making my ancestors proud? You know, how cool is that? How does that just like, you know, brings chills to me. Like, am I making my ancestors proud? You know, mind doing all that I can to make my ancestors proud. I'm sure some of you guys are like, who cares? Who cares? I'm watching anime and... never mind. Anyways, yeah, so, yeah. Nice little bombardment of fire arrows coming down. And, doing some good damage on these, goblin heavy archers. So he's just kind of throwing whatever he's got into this. We're slicing through these guys pretty effectively. You know, these dwarven warriors mixed in with the axemen is a pretty nice combo. And this is going to be, what, the third layer now that we've broken through. Nice little position here with the archers. And he's going to go ahead and retreat them because his front line is no more. And he's going to fall back to the next line of defense, which is this, like, less, I don't know, finished part of Moria. It's just like dirt. I guess it's more of like a mining area. Airborne Axe Warriors now charging up. Getting ready for the next line of defense that we're going to be taking on. Now, this is tragic right here. Look at this. So, the enemy decided to use fire arrows to burn my artillery. And this not only triggered a fire, it also triggered me. I was like, oh, okay. It's like that. Huh. We're trying to get the artillery out of there. Unfortunately, he sets it on fire. I still have a ton of ammo left on my onager. Now, this is where we're streaming this live, right? So, by the way, looks like there's a fight that's going to happen here pretty soon on multiple fronts here and over here. But when I was streaming live, someone said, oh, you know, you can pick up allies' artillery and you'll have all that ammo left. And I was like, really? My ally goes ahead and drops his to give to me. But I didn't realize he had pretty much full ammo, so he shouldn't have done that. I think he was just being nice, and he's like, here you go, Apollo. I thought he was empty. I thought he used up all his ammo. If I knew he still had full ammo, I would have said, no, just keep it. You shoot it. Don't give it to me. But yeah, he's like, yeah, take that artillery. And it does work. So, little fun tip there, if your artillery is destroyed but you still have the crew, you can pick up another set of artillery and have all that ammo that you had left. So it's a pretty cool life hack. Pretty cool life hack that you can do right there. Oh yeah, we're slicing and dicing through these fools. Look at this guy. Looks like he's wearing mithril armor or whatever. Very cool stuff. Back over this way, the fight has begun. I'm using my halberds versus his halberds. I felt like mine were better than his, so it'd be smarter to send these guys in. And remember, I went tryhard mode after the loss of my artillery. I was like, you know what? It's time to get tryhardy. Dang it. I mean, the balance of power is in their favor. I mean, come on. So let's go look at the bird's eye view here for a second. So we've broken through over here. There wasn't really a defense, but they're about to engage here. We've broken through here. They're about to push over here. And I'm currently fighting at these locations currently. So you can see that the Dwarven army is flooding multiple pathways around Moria to try to bring down as many orcs as possible. This is Operation Orc Genocide. Let's go. Operation Orc Genocide. Ooh la la. So a nice struggle going on here. I love this defense by the goblins. They're like, yeah, get out of here. This is a slow bleed right here, but we are winning. You can see every like second. No. It was every second, but it's an awkward situation when you have two halberds. It's very stab and go. Did we break them there? I don't know because the camera won't let me look. There we go. No, we didn't break them, but they've got to be close. They're down to 49. They're upset. My guys are upset too. I'm going to go ahead and send in some infantry. I was like, all right, I've had enough of this. Let's finish this. Finally, they begin to break. Ballin's over here chilling, keeping the men inspired. He's like, yes, keep fighting. Yes. Yes. And there we go. We broke them there. We're going to charge forward and bring the fight to Cobra. The next line, Goblin Blade Warriors. So it almost feels like the goblins are doing like they're trying to kill time, you know, they're trying to win this through time battle. And now we got some mountain trolls in the thicket. That's going to be a big issue. He's got to really focus his skirmishers on these trolls if he wants any chance of killing them quickly. If not, those trolls are going to be there for a long time, and it's going to be a thorn in his side. So a great struggle that is going on in the center of the battle. Let's go look over at the other side of the battle here, which this is a pretty important battle for the goblins because, oh my gosh, let me go down. There we go. Because I guess I'll zoom in here. Because this is kind of the last line of defense into the town center. So this definitely needs to be held as long as possible. Because, I mean, yeah, the victory point is right here. So there's still a lot of reserves. But if they break through here, this is definitely going to be a problem for the goblins. But it does look like the goblins are having a lot of success over in the center here with these trolls. The dwarves are dwindling down in numbers. And then back over on this side, we have broken through here. And the enemy is... They had some archers up here, which were a big nuisance. But now I'm trying to clear them out really quickly. The balance of power is still greatly in favor of the defenders. But the number of troops has gotten closer together. We're still at a disadvantage of a couple hundred. But it's way closer than it was before at the start of the battle. Nice, look at that. We broke the archers. So I was thinking at this point of the battle, we got this big hill here, and they can only come from two directions, here and then over here on this side. So I could easily get some crossbows up here and just kind of fire down on the defenders. And so that was my mindset going into this one. And now that we've broken through that initial defense, we can push and begin the attack over there. On this side, Ballin has joined the fight. Let's see if he's in the thick of it. Ballin! There he is. The red cloak. Look at him go. He's like, get out of here, you pesky bastard. Get out of here. Look at that Ballin nose. That's a big Ballin nose. So a great fight that is unraveling there, but it does look like that should be a dwarven victory over time. In the center, things are getting rough. The trolls, man, are just so difficult to deal with, and it makes sense. They're trolls. They're supposed to be difficult, but they are causing a lot of issues for the dwarves right now. Back over this way, the dwarves, this Iron Foot unit, unfortunately, or Iron Guard, sorry, unfortunately found themselves surrounded and most likely will be hacked to pieces by the Mordor Uruks. Tragic end for them. The dwarves are desperately sending reinforcements to try to save them. We got Dane Ironfoot. There he is. You leave my Iron God alone. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Nice. And then back over this way. The fight's still going on here. Not much is really happening in terms of like progress. Still a bit of a standstill. Sorry, the camera here just doesn't like I'm just gonna go back this way. There's a little bit of fighting going on in this pathway. You can see the bad guys, the goblins, you know, they're trying to hold it. They got the Goblin King over here trying to maintain this position. More reinforcements coming up this way. High Chieftain. This is a good unit. High Chieftain's Guard. These trolls, man, they're still kicking. Oh, man. Get these crossbows firing on them. Let's go back over to this side. Look, we broke through over here. And we're fighting over here. Now, my archers, I tried to use them up here. Unfortunately, they just can't get an angle. They're crossbowmen, so they really can't get an angle. And his archers seem to be doing better, so I was like, screw it. Forget it. So I get my crossbows out of there. I'm going to try to set them up on this hill, and they're going to fire at the flank of this infantry. We got my teammate. He's got some units helping me out. We're trying to break through here, and this is looking promising. We got a lot of good units. I've got my archers in the thick of it, too. They're out of ammo, so just thought I'd just throw them in. They want to get their swords bloodied. All right, so this is where I get a little bit of tunnel vision. I got Ballin and company. I got some infantry, and I thought, oh, I can help my teammate here. So I'm gonna go ahead and send these victorious dwarven units, and we gotta go. Now this is a smart move by the goblins, sending in the High Chieftain's Guard to try to basically clog the pathway so we can send over reinforcements. But I thought, okay, let's countercharge them so I can leave a little gap here so I can flank around with my crossbowmen and get some flank shots on them. I said, this is a genius idea. This is going to work perfectly. This is awesome. We're going to kill these guys in no time, and then we can charge in and help my teammate over there. Perfect. Let me just set up over here. Let me just get a good angle right here and just fire away. And these guys won't even know what hit them. So there they go. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that perfect, guys? Nothing could possibly ruin this positioning. Absolutely nothing. So I guess they got to get their reloads in. Uh-oh. What's this? Dang it. There's another pathway. What's this? There's trolls. Trolls flanked around. So they went all the way around this way to come behind me. And I thought, oh crap, I'm screwed. I got one volley off. And then I'm like, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. Run. These crossbows are just too good to lose like this. I'm not going to lose them in melee. I got to keep running. Run. They got trolls in here. That's the other reason why I need these crossbows alive, to kill the trolls. Because the trolls are going to be a big problem. Look at this. They're starting to break, you bastards. Yeah, and now they're getting shot at by the enemy archers. It's a bit surprising that I was even able to get these guys out of there. So Ballin's in trouble, guys. Ballin is in trouble. And that's when I start to send some units from this side back over to Ballin to kind of help him out. The fighting over here is still going. They keep throwing more goblins into the front line. They got a general over here, which is good. Here he is. Wait, no, where is he? I don't know. Goblins all look the same to me. But yeah, he's nearby, which is promising. We can kill him, you know? So, but we got to protect. We got to protect our general. And you can see Ballin is dying quickly. He's taking on trolls. He's taking on this elite Mordor Uruks with these big old swords. Just not a good situation for him. You know, he's had better days. He's still alive. Look at him. He's like, oh no, this is not good. I don't know. I give him like this Popeye voice. I don't know why. This is not good. All right, but yeah, it's really not good for him. Oh, look, he's getting tossed around. That's when I was like, no. Ballin can't die here. He's like, get out of there, Ballin. And unfortunately, the trolls are like, no. Come back here, Ballin. Ballin, run! So Ballin's starting to break. Look at him. Run, you bastard. The crossbow's opening fire on the trolls. Doing everything I can to save these guys. Now, thankfully, look at this. These halberdiers are right around the corner. Ballin, run! Run! And, yeah. There we go. Halberdiers in position. I think I go ahead and put them in phalanx formation. I gotta get the archers out of here, too. We gotta keep these archers alive. There we go. And then my teammate has sent up some iron guards as well to support me here. And we're gonna get Ballin out of there. At least for now. Back in the center, though, unfortunately, the fighting's still going on. I was able to bring some relief to him, but he's still dealing with these High Chieftain Guard, which are really good. And then back over on this side, I mean, both sides are just sending in a ton of troops. And once again, we're having to deal with trolls, man. There's so many freaking trolls. So many freaking trolls. I got my catapult here. Really, my teammate's catapult in position. And I'm just trying to fire at the general, at anything, really. Try to soften them up a little bit, because the balance of power is still in their favor, guys. It's a big headache. Back this way. Ballin, unfortunately, getting focused down by the trolls. Ballin! No, get up, soldier. Ballin, get up. I'm tired. No, get up and fight. You need some spinach. Oh, I love spinach. Come on, get in there. Look at him. Look at him. He's like, he got some spinach. He's like, I can do it. I can do it. Maybe I am jump out of the tree guy. Come on. Come on. Oh. Take him out. Eat your spinach. Yeah, stab him in the ass. Stab him in the ass. He's like, I should stick with my own. No, that's a smart play there, Ballin. Smart play. But his unit's on the verge of cracking. These trolls just will not die. It's a tragic sight. Now, while that's going on, we're taking on the general. The general's getting annihilated thanks to... I had my crossbows kind of opening fire there. Actually, no. They only have 3 kills, so... I guess they just died to melee. The melee combat. So we defeated the general. That was awesome. We can now retreat. I'm going to go ahead and retreat units over to the other side where they're needed. Unfortunately, Ballin breaks here. He doesn't die. He just runs away. So we can just say he like retreated to the camp for medical reasons, to be patched up. You know, he just couldn't fight anymore. So he's retreated to the nearby camp outside of Moria to regroup. The trolls were just too much for him. And I've got my crossbows here opening fire. Again, trying to use what they're good at, which is shooting bolts. And yeah, that eventually puts a dent into the trolls. And they start to fall, which is nice. So, there's still, I think, a battle going on in the center. Look at this. There's still some dwarves. And they're surrounded, the poor lads. And then back this way, unfortunately, the trolls, man. The freaking trolls! They charged through the lines. They're now killing my artillery crew. That's a smart play. This is another general, though. Another... Oh, look at this. Some cav. Getting some great hits right here. Escort mercenaries. Awesome. How sexy. Nice. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, they're crushing these archers, which is nice. That was a good, I didn't bring any cabs, so that was great. It was nice to have some Dalians here to help us retake Moria. Yeah, so you can see it's down to the wire, guys, in this battle. The balance of power still in favor of the defenders. Looks pretty even over here as well between the two forces. But finally we killed the trolls with the crossbows. I'm sending everything I got now. I got to get over and help. I've got units coming around this way as well, trying to save my allies' unit over here. Every single dwarf matters at this point. I mean, that's true in all cases, but especially in this case. I've got my crossbows over here. I guess they're not really shooting anything. They only have 12 kills, which is pretty bad. Tomb Wardens. Very healthy unit. 94 out of 100. This is going to be a tough unit to fight. The balance of power looks like it's starting to shift a little bit more. We outnumber the trolls by 4, or the goblins by 400. That's a very promising sign. I think that maybe the balance of power is still so even because they have trolls. They still have trolls. The trolls, man, they just never die. So there we go. Is this a dwarven? No, this is a goblin general fleeing from the fight. Guys, the balance of power is dead even. 7 minutes left in this fight. I'm going to go ahead and run up some crossbows onto this position here and fire at the backs of this infantry. At least that's the goal. That's the plan. I got more units coming up this way. We crushed the goblins over here. We were able to save this unit, even though they're depleted. That's another extra unit we can use later on. And he's got a unit of archers running away this way. So he had a unit of archers resupplying over here. I thought about pursuing them, but I was like, they're just archers. It's not worth it. It's better to consolidate and try to focus our forces on more threatening units. We do have 2 units over here that I kind of forgot about. This is some Erebor Axe Warriors. Completely forgot about them. So that was my bad. So over here, he saw what I was doing. He was trying to get my crossbows. He peeled a unit away from this fight to get the crossbows. I was like, ah, crap. I need to go ahead and retreat these guys out of here. And good job by my teammate using the Iron Guards to keep these guys at bay. Unfortunately, with the trolls coming this way, they crushed the dwarves from behind. That sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying. They flanked them from the rear. And now new battle lines have been met. And I've got to send some reinforcements over here because these Iron Guards are going to get overwhelmed very quickly. Now, he had a catapult up here, Onager. He's going to go ahead and take the crew because I think he used up all the ammo, so he's going to run this way. These guys got almost 300 kills. 278 kills, these bastards. And they're going to charge my crossbows, which is annoying. They just won't let me sit and shoot my crossbows. What's your problem, man? But I'm going to go ahead and reinforce with more crossbows. And just try to overwhelm them with double crossbows. And now we're sending in our reinforcements to deal with the goblins over here. Nice little column flank with these reclaimers. They're here to reclaim. Get up, soldier. Come on. Come on, get up. That's it. That's it. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on. No. No, come on. You're almost there. No. No. He tried. So now he has these stupid archers over here. Here's a good thing about forgetting about these units over here. You see this? I forgot these little axemen. Now they can run and flank these archers. So that's awesome. That kind of worked out. We crushed the goblins over here. The balance of power, I would say, is ever so slightly in our favor now. The trolls are still a big headache over here. And it's looking pretty good for the reclaimers, guys. It's looking pretty good. So we're having a little bit of a shooting battle here. Crossbows versus archers. And it's about to not get fair. Because I'm going to charge in some axe warriors. Charge! Ah, poor brave dwarves go down in that charge. Yeah, throw them over your shields. Crush them. Yeah, they're getting annihilated. Okay, so this is funny. My unit glitches out. They're like climbing the wall and then falling. You see this? Ah, look at them. They're like somehow are like spawning up here or somehow. Look at this is. I was like, oh my god, I'm losing my unit. I was like, oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, that killed him. Look at it. He's like spread eagle dead. That sucked. So be careful around this little cliff because you might have some skydiving dwarves with no parachute. I mean, this guy's dead midair. So that's a funky little area. So at this point it gets a little bit slow here. Oop. It's a little bit slow here. We're gonna go ahead and fast forward. And what the goblins do is they put pretty much their last hope into defending the town center. So all we really have to do is get my crossbows in position and shoot at these trolls. The bane of our existence. Durden's bane is actually just trolls, man. Forget the Balrog. All right, there we go. I finally tell the crossbows to run. He's gonna rest up his trolls here. He's got how many left? 4 left. So half strength. And they're gonna charge forward. And what I do is I quickly get my crossbows in position. This is pretty funny. So he does like this. He just charges through everything, goes straight for the crossbows, which is a smart play because you want to take out the most threatening thing. Let's see if they can hold. Let's see if they can hold. Ready? Yeah, they stand their ground like chads. Kill 2 of the 4 trolls. And these trolls are just, they don't, yep, there they go. They break and the balance of power dramatically shifts. And this is a victory for the dwarves in reclaiming Moria. A happy ending indeed. Let's go ahead and end the replay and look at the results. This was a lot of fun though. Shout out to all the players here. These are the same players from the last battle. Same teams too. We just kind of switched factions. A lot of fun. Great defense by the goblins. It was so close. It was so intense. But we just barely squeezed out a victory there. So those are all the kills, guys, if you want to pause and look at that. Guys, thank you so much for being part of another battle yet again in Middle-earth. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time in Middle-earth.